geico.com.
In his third year of running the sidelines, Coach Fedora has his Tar Heels ready for battle in the ACC.
Switzer's free at the 35. He's at midfield. Switzer with the Jets, and he's done it again.
Catch every snap of Carolina football right here on the Tar Heels Sports Network.
North Carolina, Duke, Clemson, and NCAA football right here on Big O Country, WHS, WCSL, and WLON. Online at ktcbroadcasting.com. Before you plan your vacation, plan a visit to Country Camping Corner on Oak Grove Road between Shelby and Kings Mountain. Whether you're heading to the beach or to the mountains, Country Camping Corner has the right recreational vehicle for you. Campers, pop-ups, fifth wheels, all you need for your next vacation experience. Country Camping Corner at the Oak Grove Road Highway 74 bypass intersection between Shelby and Kings Mountain. Open Tuesday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30. Saturdays, 8:30 to 4. That's Country Camping Corner, Oak Grove Road, Kings Mountain. You wouldn't want your favorite sports team to only play offense or only play defense. So when it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? Bring your home and auto insurance to Allstate now, and you can save big on both. You deserve someone that can assist you more. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands? Hey, sports fans, call Allstate agent John Brown at 704-435-1920 today.
We'll look for mostly cloudy skies overall today with a couple of partly sunny pockets here and there. It'll be warm out. A few bands of scattered showers or gusty thunderstorms are possible. Highs today will reach about 82 to 87. Tonight we'll have a chance of an evening thunder shower. Otherwise, decreasing cloudiness with lows in the mid-60s to near 70. Then on Wednesday, we'll call it mostly sunny to sunny as high pressure builds in. We'll continue warm but turn less humid. Highs tomorrow again about 82 to 87. I'm meteorologist Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
Currently at the Big O Country Studios, it's 10:07, and the temperature is 74 degrees.
The money you save in your savings accounts earns interest, so it just makes sense to have your checking account also earn interest for you. A money market checking account pays interest and also offers the flexibility of writing checks. Certain fees may apply. Carolina Trust Bank, member FDIC. Community-minded just like you.
Engineering great smiles and promoting healthy teeth and gums, that's the goal at Dr. Paul H. Cloninger Family and Cosmetic Dentistry in Cherryville. Dr. Cloninger will use his engineering background and knowledge and state-of-the-art 3D technology in all the services he provides. From implants to root canals and other dental procedures, at Dr. Paul H. Cloninger Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, making smiles is their top priority. Call for an appointment today at 704-435-6916 or visit our website at www.cloningerdentistry.com, located on East Church Street in Cherryville.
Keep cool this summer and save cash too with a new Train from Forest City Heating and Air in Forest City. Hurry in now and check out the great deals from Train. Now you can get 0% financing for up to 60 months on qualifying credit approval and qualifying equipment. Come into Forest City Heating and Air for all the details. Give them a call at 828-245-1379. That's 828-245-1379. Forest City Heating and Air, serving Cleveland County and Rutherford counties for over 30 years. Remember, it's hard to stop a train.
Good morning. It's time now for the Community Profile on WLON, WOHS, WCSL, and KTCBroadcasting.com, where you can view our studio camera. And with us in the studio, along with our guest today, is our co-host and executive producer of the program, Miss Sandy Alexander. Sandy, good to have you back with us.
Oh, so good to be back, yes.
We've missed you.
I've missed everybody. Missed you too, Milkman.
Thank you. We've got a... two studios.
Yes, we do.
Full of people today. And if you would, please tell everybody who's here with us today.
I'll be glad to. Today, back a few months ago, we had Travis C. McClooney and Larry Corey in talking about the Community Math Academy that was coming up, and we had a good show talking about that. And then we decided after the academy, after the school session was over, we'd have them back to just kind of hone in and see what kind of learning experience these kids had and how they enjoyed it. So they're here. 2 studios full, but they're here.
That's right.
So, Mr. Corey, Ms. McClooney, welcome back, and thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Well, tell us, how did this session go for you?
This session went very well. I would use the word awesome in explaining or sharing with the public about the experiences the students had as they came. Their eyes were just glazed with excitement. Parents were informed, and it was an awesome experience for our children. Our collaboration and partnerships were strong as we partnered with Cleveland Community, the Farmers Market, Cultural Arts, Early College, High School, and it just keeps getting broader and broader. And so we're very excited about what our children can experience as they come to the Community Math Academy.
Yes, and this year also we had successful support from our faith-based community. We had 10, 11 churches to provide transportation for our children. And we ranged from border to border in Cleveland County. And this year also we were able to bring in Kings Mountain. So we had sponsorship. Local church in Kings Mountain area provided their transportation facilities. And based on the goal that Ms. McClooney set, we had 15 children that were brought in from Kings Mountain this year for the very first time and participated in the Math Academy.
Well, that's great. Well, how many did you end up having in all enrollment?
We had 67 at our Mount Calvary site and 62 at the Shiloh site.
Whoa, that's real good.
Very
That's
good.
More than you had last year?
Yes, yes.
Oh, goodness.
Yes.
Yes, we chose to raise our enrollment to bring in the children from Kings Mountain.
Well, that's great.
Well, we got the other studio over there with mics and headphones and such for everybody to listen in. Who do we have in the other studio over there?
We have 2 parents. Ms. Estes is here, and Ms. Simmons, who had children in the Math Academy. Carlos Simmons is with us. Free Wilson is here, is a 5th grader going to 5th grade, and Chad Ross
Okay.
also.
Oh, can you folks hear us over there okay?
Yes, we can.
Oh, great. Okay.
That's good.
We
yeah.
also have Mr. Haywood Holmesley, who is chair of our fundraising for the Math Academy.
All right. So, Sandy, you want to ask any questions to
Now,
the
was it
kids or
Corey?
parents?
Our little
Carlos.
Carlos. Can you hear me, Carlos?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tell me what you enjoyed most about the Math Academy.
In the Math Academy, you can have fun with your friends doing multiplication games and division, adding, all that. And then sometimes we'll have, in the morning before we eat our breakfast or after, we have this multiplication challenge, and it's really fun.
Well, that's good. That's good, Carlos. And where you plan on going to school?
I'm going to Burns.
Going to Burns. And be in what grade?
6.
Big 6th grader. Okay. Ms. Simmons, what did you find that you liked a lot about the Community Math Academy?
The only thing I missed that I didn't enroll him when it first started, because he really, really enjoyed it.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. And it's also good to see parents involved, too.
Yes.
A lot of times that's not the case. So it's thank you, the parents that are here today for supporting your children.
And I also enjoyed the meetings we had just with the parents.
The meetings you had. Okay, Free, what about you? What did you enjoy?
The thing I like most about Math Academy is when we do the multiplication drills in my classroom, and if you get the most, you get a prize.
Okay. Well, what is your favorite multiplication table? I'll tell you my least favorite, but what is your favorite? Do you have one?
No.
You like them all?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not too crazy about the 12s. But anyway, moving right along. I can't see no further than there, but somebody just speak up and tell me, all right, you went through the Math Academy this year. Do you plan on coming back next year? Just anybody?
Yes.
You do? Okay, you are planning on going back. And how do you feel like it's going to help you this school year?
You're going to be ahead of math than the other kids.
Well, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, Milton?
I think Chad, right here. Hey, Chad. Chad's over here in the corner.
Okay, that's why I can't see him.
That's who you couldn't see. Tell us a little bit about your experience this summer with the Math Academy, Chad.
At the Math Academy, it gives you a chance to learn while you're having fun. And you can learn a lot while doing different activities.
All right. What grade will you be in this coming year?
The 7th grade.
7th grade. And where at?
Shelby Middle School.
All right. Good deal.
Coach Qualifying, be your principal.
Yes.
All right. So it sounds like the kids had a great time and a great learning experience for them. It was fun and more than fun and games. It was definite learning experience.
Two of these children participated in one of our enrichment activities, which is the robotics team. You might want to ask them about their robotics experience.
I think Carlos was a member of that team, right?
Yes.
Carlos, tell me about your robotic experience.
Well, in robotics, you could at first when we went there, some people was kind of nervous. People kept on asking questions like, what were we building? And it was really exciting when he told us we was going to build a robot that moved by itself, but the only thing we had to do is program it. So after we programmed it, he put pieces of tape in the line, and then we had to see how far it went, and then when it stopped, we had to put in a number, and then we had to write that number down. Then if it didn't reach its point A, the point B, we have to add more to reach the point B again.
Okay. Well, you lost me at robotics there.
I was going to say, every kid's dream to build a robot.
I want, isn't it, though?
And build one that actually works.
And you got to do it. That's great.
Yeah. You said there were two of the children that were in that
Chad was there last year.
Chad, you were in the robotics on the robotics team last year?
Yes, sir.
And telling me a little bit about what you got out of that.
It's a fun learning experience, but you just go there and you start off with a lot of pieces to the robot, and you had to build it. You have a week to build it, and then you program one big piece, and when you program it to where you want the robot to go, and then that's where it goes.
I got to ask this question out of left field. Did you give the robot a name?
Yes, I did. It was called Robo-Boy.
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 Okay. Carlos, what was your robot's name this year?
Thunderbot.
Thunderbot. Is that right? Did you say Thunderbot?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
That's a good name.
Thunderbot.
Thunderbot, the robot. There you go.
Well, who knows? Y'all probably started something that from years down the road they'll be making more Thunderbot babies or something.
And Robo-Boy.
And Robo-Boys.
We have another parent who is with us that had some students. Ms. Estes, can you share your experience with us?
My experience with Math Academy, I had two children in Math Academy this year, going into 3rd and 4th grade at Graham Elementary School. This was the first year I had been exposed to Math Academy. It wasn't just a learning experience for my children, it was also a very positive learning experience for me, myself, as a parent. We went to the parent conferences every Tuesday. I learned so much in those parent conferences. As a mother of 6, I really thought I had this all down pat and I knew what I was doing. But they really educated me on how to handle the school district, how to work with teachers, how to open that door. And it is so important for parents to be involved with their children's education. And the Math Academy has opened that up and helped me as an individual to deal with the school and to be a better parent for my children.
Mm-hmm. And hearing all of this, Ms. McClooney, Mr. Corey, this has to be a proud moment, knowing this is something from the ground up you've worked on, you've believed in, and hearing the comments coming from the students and the parents, all it has to give a heart-glowing feeling to both of you.
Well, it does, but I think deeper than that, I think it gives us a feeling of community, and that's why it's so important, that word community, is that because this has happened as we have come together to close the gap in Cleveland County, in our schools, with our boys and girls, also to build positive feelings within our students and our parents. And we keep talking about the experiences of the students, but I think it's vitally important that we understand that parents are a very important part of their child's life, and especially during their educational years, how that they can nurture and help mold and pull out of them some things that probably they didn't even know was there.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what's happened with the enrichment activities that we've seen with our children. We, for the cultural arts experience at the Art Council, we've watched artists come to the very top, and we didn't even know. Parents would say, I didn't even know they could draw. So it's more than just math, and more than just the board feeling very good. I think the community will begin to embrace, and they have embraced the fact that this can really help our children to be successful in school.
You're right, Sandy. It is a very proud moment, and while we are focusing on the children, and this year will be our first year to see some of the children that went through the Math Academy prepare to graduate. And from what we're hearing, there's some real stars out there. But in addition, it's a proud moment for all of our partners, Cleveland Community College, the school system, the farmers market, the churches, and individual donors, the United Way, to see that we can truly come together and demonstrate the pride of our community, focusing on the needs of our children, the least of these, to help make them successful. And I feel really proud when we go outside of our community and talk about the strength of our community, the fact that we can take differing points of view, reach a level of understanding, and come together and make things work. So this is a proud moment for our community. It really is.
It reminds me of that statement, it takes a village to raise a child.
Yes.
And, it takes a lot of farmers markets, community, Cleveland community, a lot of parents and everything just brought together to help a child.
And so, hospital and communities and schools, all of those.
Yeah.
They always say that young ladies or girls don't like math, don't do well in math, but I think you've got proof positive that that's not necessarily so.
Oh no, there was a big challenge between our girls and our boys.
Yes.
At the Math Academy, and so they worked very hard to prove that they could be on top. The boys were giving them a challenge, and some days it would go either one way or the other. But I think all of our children have an opportunity. We should provide the resources for them to be successful. It doesn't matter, boy, girl, where they live, their race, the ethnic, it shouldn't matter. It's that we are working together for all the kids.
Ask the young lady over there, is free?
Free.
What do you have to say about that, about girls and math?
Well, the boys won about every single time, but the girls still tried their best, and they did good too.
Okay.
Well,
just have to keep working at it, don't you?
That's right.
Yeah.
Can I say something? I had 2 little girls in the program this year, and it was such a positive learning experience for them. And they would come home and say to me, Mommy, why can't all the teachers be like the teachers we have at Math Academy? Because it was such a positive, wonderful experience for them, and they didn't want it to end.
That's right.
That's true. That is true.
How long was the program this year, the Math Academy sessions? When did it start?
Our regular session started on July 7th. We ran the academy for 3 weeks. Then we had an extended week of robotics and science and physics. The science and physics was at the early college high school. That was for our 5th graders. And then our robotics team was for our 6th graders. So they were at Cleveland Community. So actually it ran 4 weeks with an extended 2 weeks for those 2 camps. And our parent is right. Ms. Estes is correct. The kids did not want to leave. When we started talking about we only have 2 days left, and they're going, oh, can we come back next week? And we're saying, no, this is the last week. And we had children there who were standing there who did not. At the celebration, it was like, oh, no, we don't want to leave. Can we come back? And we just want them to go out and continue to be successful as they go back to their schools. But it's a very rewarding experience for students and parents, and we're very proud.
Yeah.
Well, kids, in a few weeks, school will be starting back, and what stories you got to tell about what you did this summer. I remember going back to, first day of school after summer break. Well, what'd you do this summer? Well, I played in the creek and things like that.
Me,
but boy, you've got a tale to tell. You got a story to tell about what you did and what you learned. Yeah.
Productive summer, no doubt. So now, what are the age levels, grade levels that Math Academy is for?
We serve rising 3rd graders through 6th graders.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, and kids come back year after year?
Some. We have very few.
Okay.
Because we want them to fly. When they come for those 3 weeks, we really want to give them a solid base and actually have within themselves the will to go back to the classroom and say, I'm going to make this happen.
Yeah.
So it's teacher recommendation. So we take the children that they recommend.
I see.
If a teacher feels that a student needs just a little more, then we accept that. But we have very few repeaters.
I see. Okay. All right. Well, anything else anyone would like to say while you have this opportunity on the radio and internet to say about this summer's Math Academy or the program in general?
Yes, I would. I think it's extremely important that, a parent be involved in the classroom with the child. And if your child is struggling with math, please learn about the Math Academy program. It is so important. It was just such a blessing to myself and my children this year. And I encourage parents to look into it. If you can support us, donate some money towards the Math Academy and honor so we can give the opportunity to sponsor another child, just to help one child at a time. I would please request that, but it's up to the parents too. It's not just up to the individual teacher to say, okay, I recommend my child to go to Math Academy. It's up to you as a parent too, so please get involved in school with your child.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. We are so pleased to have you here, and I think Ms. McClenny and Mr. Core, might do this every year, and
Thank you for that opportunity.
I think it's a wonderful thing to do, and to encourage more students, and you can never get too much knowledge. That's the truth.
If you want to contact us and make a donation or have questions about the Math Academy, you can go to Cleveland Math Academy at clevelandcountyschools.org. Leave any comments or contact me at the Central Services office, and that would be great. And before we leave, I do want our students, I know they're being very attentive. I need to hear you say, I am.
I
can.
I can.
And I will.
I will.
You go back and make it happen in your classroom.
Good. Good for you. Getting in on a better note, Mr. McClenny.
All right. Well, we thank you all for coming in today. We appreciate a great group coming in to visit with us today and talk about Math Academy, Sandy. And like you say, we'll keep hearing more about this.
We'll work on that. We absolutely will.
Yeah. All right. And let's see. I think right now, as of tomorrow, it's open right now.
Yes.
Still summertime and tough to schedule some folks this time of year. But next week, we've got some folks standing by on the schedule.
We do.
On Tuesday of next week, we're going to talk with Jason Harp and Ramona Ramsey from the Lincoln Historical Association and the Krause Photo and History Project, how those two groups work together to return a local folk artist, Mr. Lim Nolan, who lived most of his life in Krause and started painting in his 70s and painted into his late 80s or early 90s before he passed away some years ago. A painting of his that has been put on permanent display in the Lincoln Cultural Center It is a 14 by 12 foot painting depicting the
Oh,
various stages.
I was going to ask, was he going to bring it?
Yeah,
Somebody
no,
gonna bring
it's 14 by 12, and it's on permanent display in the Cultural Center. It depicts various stages of the life of Christ. So that'll be open to the public. And then the Wednesday of next week, we've got representatives from York, South Carolina Chamber of Commerce talking to us about Summerfest.
Oh, yeah.
The big York Festival. That's what's coming up next week. And as of right now, no show tomorrow, but that could change.
That could possibly change.
Something could happen at the last minute. We'll get a guest for tomorrow. But that's it for today. We appreciate everybody being here with us and tuning us in on the Community Profile. Sandy, good to see you again.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Okay.